a bus stop in Jerusalem. Police say the 2 Palestinian attackers are dead, and Israel-Hamas ceasefire in Gaza is extended through today.
The operational pause will continue, read the Israeli statement, right as the deadline approached. The break in fighting now in a 7th day. It allows negotiators more time to work out another hostages for prisoners swap deal. On Wednesday, Hamas released 16 more hostages in exchange for 30 Palestinian prisoners.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
At Southern Heritage Bank, we provide tools to protect you and your accounts. Secure Lock Equip is an easy-to-use.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology. Mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
TV.tv. Topping our local news, Joseph Lynn Trenum has been indicted by a grand jury on 2 counts of rape of a child, aggravated sexual battery by an authority figure, 4 counts of soliciting sexual exploitation of a minor, and 1 count of observation without consent. 3 instances of abuse involved a minor under the age of 13. According to court documents, between February 22nd of 2016 and December 31st of 2022, Trenum recklessly engaged in 5 or more incidents of sexual abuse of minor children. Trenum's arraignment is set for December 11th. WCLE will keep you up to date. Also in local news, we have an update to a story we brought you earlier this week. Chadwick James Wilson Holtz, 49, was indicted on 33 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor, 9 counts of aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor, and 1 count of criminal offenses against animals. He was arrested on Wednesday, November 22nd, and later released from the Bradley County Jail on a $150,000 bond. WCLE has learned that Holtz will be arraigned on December 11th. You can count on WCLE to keep you up to date on this case. From the Chattanooga Times Free Press, a Cleveland man is being held on a $500,000 bond after he failed to appear on November 21st for a hearing on a murder trial for a March 2021 homicide. Charles Franklin Garrett, 44, is back behind bars on allegations of first-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder in the shooting death of Xavier Rouse and the attempted shooting of Jordan Myers at Tebow's Tavern in Cleveland. According to court documents, Garrett is also charged in the case with being a felon in possession of a firearm and using a firearm to commit a felony. Records show his arrest Tuesday resulted in a charge of failure to appear in court. Officials in Bradley County Circuit Court said Garrett has a court appearance set for December 11th, the day before his trial is set to begin. The Main Street Cleveland Christmas Parade will be this Saturday, December 2nd. The parade will start at Bradley Central High School and will travel through the downtown area and around the courthouse square. Road closures in the downtown area begin at 5 p.m. You can watch our live coverage of the event from 6 to 8 p.m. on MixTV.tv. For more on local and state news, visit mymix1041.com, follow us on Facebook, and download our app that sends you instant notifications when news breaks. For Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv, this is Emily Beatty reporting.
Mix 1041 WCLE now live on MixTV.tv, Talk 1013 The Buzz. Good morning, everyone, as we are at 7:07 on a Thursday morning, the final day of November. Of course, I'm Dwayne, back in for Steve this morning. Still a little bit under the weather, feeling better yesterday, he said, but still taking a little bit of time as we are here for day number 4 of the Empty Stocking Fund, as we have been telling you, raising money for boys and girls right here in Cleveland and Bradley County. Some 1,500 boys and girls counting on us We've got a great lineup of co-hosts this morning. So if you're someone that knows Robert Bradney, Christy Goza, Donna Simpson, or Melissa Woody, you better keep your phone either on silent, turn it off, because they're going to be calling and texting you this morning, getting you to pledge whatever you can to this year's campaign of the Empty Stocking Fund. I'm going to go ahead and welcome in some of our other folks that are normals, regulars, and that's all right to be a regular around here, I guess. Bridget is here, of course, as always this morning. Bridget, good morning to you.
Somebody's got to be regular, right?
Somebody got to be regular. Oh, there's so many places I could go there, but I am not this early in the morning. Oh, and Brenda knows what I'm talking about. She's kind of in my age category, so we'll just leave it right there. Brenda Lawson is here with me as well. That's not where I was thinking we were going first thing this morning. Well, maybe so. I don't know. Oh, well, this is part of it. It's fun. There's a lot of fun that goes into this 10 days of giving, but it is a very serious topic. And we hope people will consider being a part of this, Brenda, any way that they can.
Yes, every penny counts. So you're getting ready this morning to go to work, or you're on your way to work, take that change out of your car and go into the office or the plant or wherever you work and say, guys, today's the day we're going to pass the hat. Pass that hat. Just empty your change out of your pockets, out of your car. I know I keep a baggie, Ziploc baggie in my car, and that's where all my change goes.
Yeah.
So I always have plenty of change. So that change counts. It turns into dollars.
It really is. Probably right now, most of us could go out to our vehicle, and we've got a little place wherever our change kind of hangs out. I probably got $4 or $5 and I don't even collect change. I'm one of those that usually puts it in a little jar at home when I get home. But I still throw some in there from time to time when you're going through a drive-through type thing.
Exactly.
But you're right. Just the little things like that can make a difference. And the thing that I would love is, I know the morning times, afternoon times when kids are in the car, we're pretty conveniently located here on Mouse Creek Road across from Duracell. Man, if the kids could run in here and say, here is a donation from me, kids giving to kids is the best thing in the world. We could get a big bucket or something to stick that change in out there. So just a consideration for parents that wants to do something, get their kids in the giving spirit. I said it earlier today, the final day of November. Tomorrow, when it gets into December, you really, really start thinking about Christmas.
Yes, you do. And, that is the best way to teach the children how to give back is, just tell them, that there's boys and girls in this community that doesn't have what they have. We have kids asking for blankets, sheets, and bath towels.
That's
things
amazing.
Things we take for granted. And so, they can just, tell them we need to help, them get some necessities that they need. And, we're going to help them at Christmas time.
It's a thing, too, Brenda, that you wouldn't even miss that. If you got all that change, you wouldn't miss that. That's not something you're going to go home and go, oh, I wish I wouldn't have gave away that change. I need it now. But change can make a difference. We see that over the year with Make a Change Day.
Exactly.
Think about that when the Bradley County schools do Make a Change Day. They raise, sometimes thousands and thousands of dollars by doing that.
Yes.
Same concept here.
Exactly.
But just at Christmas time.
Yes.
So please consider doing that. Brenda, also, I know we got some challenges out there, too, and these are always fun, especially when it comes to our elected officials. I know we're going to start calling them out. We need to do that.
Yes. Joy Ezell challenges all West Connection employees to give. Dr. Paul Kahn and Danny Murray challenges all employees at Lee University. Mayor Kevin Brooks challenges all elected officials to give, and we've only heard from 2. So, guys, it's time to step up. Dr. Stewart challenges Executive Committee at the Church of God. Bishop Tim Hill challenges all pastors and leaders to give. And we have a lot of pastors and leaders in the churches. Smart Bank Employees challenges all bank employees in town to give. Shannon Ritzhoff challenges all Edward Jones agents to give. And Tim and Debbie Birdshaw challenges all North Cleveland Church of God members to give. So we do have a lot of challenges this morning. So if you're in those categories, please answer that challenge today. Don Ledford also is giving 10% of all oil changes to the Empty Stocking Fund through December the 7th. So if you need your oil change, go up and see the folks at Don Ledford and help out the Empty Stocking Fund.
You know, also, we want to say thank you to Bank of Cleveland. They are our 7 a.m. sponsor of the Empty Stocking Fund. So hopefully we'll see Christy here in just a little bit from Bank of Cleveland. But they are our Mix 1041, MixTV.tv, our sponsor for the Empty Stocking Fund. Bridget, you know, as we get going here this morning, we definitely want to give the information out how people can give right now if they're maybe listening in.
That's right. You can call us or text us, 614-6499. Call us on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line or text us on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. So again, our number is 614-6499. You can call or text or give online at mymix1041.com or via the Mix 1041 app.
Tell you what, let's go ahead and get a check of traffic this morning as we're moving along here on this day number 4 of the Empty Stocking Fund. So, Bridget, back over to you.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's time again for Don Ledford Automotive in Cleveland's November Black Friday pre-owned sales event. That means it's time to save big on a Don Ledford pre-owned vehicle during this fantastic annual event. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The Volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Waste Connections introduces efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, so here we go. We're going to get your Hardee's wake-up call underway here in just a second. Just want to say good morning and a shout-out to Gideon Ratcliffe and Austin Chadwick, our Mix TV producers, both of them back in the saddle this morning, making sure that our broadcast goes well on MixTV.tv, so we appreciate all of their efforts this morning as well. But right now, let's get that Hardee's wake-up call for you on a Thursday.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe, candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, really, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our 3rd generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our 4th generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
But something that's been going on for a couple of days that we definitely want to spotlight this morning. It's also day number 3 of the 12 days of Christmas with the Townhouse Bake Shop. They've got some things that they're doing for 12 days, as Scotty always does. Scotty Gilbert there, Commissioner Gilbert to most of us out there with the Townhouse Bake Shop. They're going to let you enter to win 3 dozen thumbprint cookies today, Bridget. And who doesn't love Townhouse thumbprint cookies?
Yeah, that sounds great to me.
Yeah, so, usually it's Thumbprint Thursday anyway, but today they're doing 3 dozen thumbprint cookies for our 12 days of sweetness is what I like to call it.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, so that's what's going on there. So go to our Facebook page. We got that posted, and you can sign up for 3 dozen thumbprint cookies with our 12 days of Christmas, or what I say, sweetness, with the Townhouse Bake Shop. Bridget, also, I want to give a quick shout-out to our friends at Scooter's Coffee. What's happening?
Yeah, that's right. Scooter's Coffee, the official coffee of Mixed Mornings. When you spend $25 on gift cards at Scooter's Coffee, you're going to receive a $5 bonus gift card. That is now through December 26th in stores only. So you can stop by Scooter's Coffee, Keith Street, in front of Leisure Time Bowling, and also in Sweetwater.
A reminder, this hour of the Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv, Talk 101.3, The Buzz, Empty Stocking Fun is sponsored by our friends at Bank of Cleveland. Right now, let's go inside your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Hurry in. For a limited time, save $500 on select Tempur-Pedic at all Mermaid Mattress locations.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 61. We'll have cloudy skies this evening, and then occasional rain showers overnight tonight with a low of 44. And then for tomorrow, we'll have rainfall throughout the day, a high of 61 and a low of 56 tomorrow night. And then rain throughout the day on Saturday as well with a high of 66. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 29 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Sounds of the season, compliments of Life Care Centers of America. Here's Rod Stewart on a Thursday morning.
You're watching Mixed Mornings on MixTV.tv, served by Taziki's. We'll be right back.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
Morning. Cold conditions to start off on this Thursday morning, but at least not quite as frigid as what we had yesterday. No teens on the board today, so at least that's some good news. In fact, we don't even have any low 20s. But regardless, we do have several communities that are starting off the day below freezing. So you do want to at least grab a layer this morning and bundle up. 30 degrees in Chattanooga. The same can be said, in Cleveland. The same can be said for Dalton. 32 in Scottsboro, 34 in Chattanooga, Dayton, Athens, Murphy, Blue Ridge, Fort Payne, all coming in the 20s at this time with no wind. But as the breeze picks up through the day, it's going to be coming from the south at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Really, we're setting up for a nice day ahead to enjoy for your Thursday. Yes, it's still going to be cold at 8 a.m., 32 degrees, but check out noon. It'll be a little bit milder at that point at 55, mostly sunny, and then pleasant conditions for your afternoon. 61 degrees at 3 p.m. Generally highs today, upper 50s to low 60s. That's pretty seasonable, if not a little bit above what is normal. So enjoy your Thursday afternoon. Now, late afternoon into the evening time, clouds are going to be on the increase, but as those clouds increase, temps aren't going to fall quite as much. So 56 at 6 o'clock, but not too chilly at 9 p.m. at 51 compared to what we've had for recent nights. Now, all of this is ahead of rain that's going to move into our area overnight. Now, we're starting off this morning. You can kind of see this filtered look of some clouds that are pushing across our area. So there are a few clouds that are out there, but for a lot of you, we have mostly clear skies, and that's why we're calling it also a mostly sunny day today. Those are going to push off to the east. You can see this break right here. We're really going to get to enjoy that once we get to about sunrise time. I want to pull back a little bit further and point out to you, you can see this cold front, this trough right here, and there's something also that's brewing here in eastern portions of Texas. As these merge, a low pressure is going to develop, and that's what's going to move into our area, bringing us the rain chances for Friday and even into Saturday. So let's kind of time all that out with Futurecast. You can see that development in Texas, the low pressure, that trough right there. For us here, we have the mostly sunny skies and that wind from the south. So we're dry for your Thursday. You get to enjoy it. All the rain is well to the west of us. Here by the Thursday evening, we are starting to see an increase in those clouds. They're going to continue to increase overnight. Then during the early morning hours of Friday, between about 1 and 2 a.m., we're going to see that rain really entering into our area. Still expecting the rain to be ongoing during your morning time commute, so we'll likely be tracking showers.
Oh, we love Ken.
We do love Ken. And I wonder how their taco bar went yesterday, by the way, because Brenda, that was going to be helping with the empty stocking fund.
Yes, I hadn't heard yet how it went.
Maybe Ken will tell us tomorrow when we're there. But we'll be at Garden Plaza in that beautiful setting. I mean, it feels like we're in a Christmas card.
It does.
When that broadcast goes on.
I mean, if you haven't seen Garden Plaza at Christmas, you need to just walk in the lobby and look at everything. I mean, it's gorgeous.
It really is. They do a fantastic job there. So we're looking forward to our broadcast being out and about tomorrow. So put that on your calendar. If you're maybe wanting to donate to the Empty Stocking Fund, you'll be able to drop by Garden Plaza there. And I know maybe it could be raining in the morning, but they have that great drive-through area that's covered, so that would not be a problem. You can do that on your way to work, dropping the kids off at school. We'll start there early tomorrow morning for day number 5. But before we start talking about some people that had really stepped up to the plate yesterday, Bridget, I know we've got a birthday or so we'd like to check into with our Simmons Bank celebration list.
That's right. Happy birthday to Tate White today. Tate is 11 years old, and that birthday wish is from Mom, Dad, and Kylie. So happy birthday to Tate. And then this one just in. Happy wedding anniversary to Chris and Shannon Cassida today. 21st anniversary today. So congratulations to them and happy anniversary. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have something for everyone to help you manage your finances with ease and security. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427. Another birthday in here, Arizona Sheldon is having a birthday.
Oh, wow, I like that name. That's pretty cool. Well, all right, Brenda, we want to thank, as we go back and remember yesterday, my goodness, did we have a great day with our Empty Stocking Fund. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, and his networking of people. Yeah. Fantastic day yesterday. So for those coming in today, the table's been set.
It has been set. So Mark did a great job, and we appreciate everything he did. And I know he worked on it for a long time.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, he didn't get up yesterday morning and start texting people.
Exactly. No, not to bring in the numbers he brought in.
He came in.
Yes.
Let's see if I still got it over here. Yeah, he came in with a sheet
Yes.
Gave me the sheet. He had time slots for everybody. Thank goodness Steve wasn't here, or we could have just thrown that away. The time slots would have meant absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
I got to give him a hard time this morning.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway,
we do miss him, though.
We do miss him, absolutely. But it's one of those things that, he had his time set, his people coming in at those times. He was very organized. We're not used to that. We're used just to flying by the seat of our pants around here. But anyway, let's go back and thank some people that maybe from overnight that has given and those type things.
So we want to thank Allstate Storage and Penske Truck, and not only do they give financially, but they help us every year with the trucks and help move in the packages and things that we need to do. So we appreciate them. So if you need a Penske truck or storage, go see them at Allstate Storage and Penske Truck. North Cleveland Church of God Choir, $1,000. Volunteer Ritapest put out a challenge.
Yes.
That yesterday, that if they could match it, he would do a match
up to
$4,000.
Yeah.
So he got his match, $4,000.
He got his wish, huh?
He got his wish. Home Mortgage Solutions, $100. Tim and Debbie Birdshaw, $100. Freedom Financial LLC, $1,000. Springdale Heating and Air, $1,000. Lamar McKenzie, that's in his State Farm, $500. Nat, and I hope I say this right, Acciano,
yeah.
$50. David and Kathy Godfrey, $500. Steve and Catherine Gibson, $100. Scott Rockholt, $100. And Kelly Vines, $50. Brings our total to $46,920.
So that's a good start for the day. We need to see that number tick, 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 tick up, because 1,500. I'm going to say that number again, Brenda. 1,500 boys and girls are counting on us, this community, to come through.
Yes, and every year, no matter what the challenge has been, the community has come through.
Right.
And so we greatly appreciate everything that they do, because without the community, we couldn't do this.
It's one of the things, Brenda, I remember even during the COVID year, the beginning of that COVID year, we still were able to do what we needed to do with the Empty Stocking Fund.
That's right. The community really stepped up during COVID and helped get the kids everything they needed.
So I'm saying this to say that, I mean, if we can get through a COVID year, then we better step up when things are better.
Exactly.
Than they were back then. So, folks, we know it can happen. We know that you can rally. And I know a lot of times people, they kind of say, I'm going to give. I'm there, but I'll wait till next week, or I'll wait till the finale. But, if you want to go ahead and get it out of the way, that's fine. I mean, we love those people that walk in during the finale and hand those checks over and that cash over and those collections that they did. A lot of people will do things like wear jeans day at schools or at the chamber, or maybe, one of the city offices or something, and they make people put $5 or $10 in a kitty, and they do that. Everybody gets creative this time of the year for things that they want to raise money for. So you mentioned it earlier. This would be a great time to start passing the hat. If you're that leader at your place of work, if you're the one that always gets something started, there's that person everywhere. Here it's Bridget. She's always starting something, but this never finishes it. No, just but no, seriously, there's always that person that says, you know what, we're going to do this, or we're going to have a Christmas party. And I said this yesterday afternoon, and it kind of resonates. And I think Donna and Melissa kind of planted that idea in my head a couple of years ago. But a lot of people, like ladies, they have like a small ladies group. A lot of times they'll exchange gifts. They'll go out and have a lunch or something. Or maybe, some people still do the dirty Santa stuff. Whatever you do that kind of makes the holiday festive to you. Why not this year be that leader, that little group, and say, look, instead of us spending $10 or $15 on something silly, it's fun, but why don't we just still go out and do our lunch or dinner or whatever you do, but let's just all put that money and give it to the Empty Stocking Fund. That way we're helping boys and girls have something that they need, and us just not getting something that we take home and throw it on the kitchen counter, and it's funny. It was a clever idea, but it doesn't really hold any purpose. This would hold a purpose.
Exactly. You would be making 1,500 boys and girls have a smile on their face Christmas morning.
And that's the thing that I sit back. We kind of want to paint a picture in our head of certain things, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm in my PJs on Christmas morning, and we got the family there. We're doing our thing, and there's always things that people ask for. They want a new coat, or They've asked for the latest iPad or iPhone or something like that, and they're opening those things. Everybody's happy. But then the dust kind of settles, I guess is the best way to say it. That kind of time where you just kind of sit there and just look at the wrappings on the floor. Everybody's kind of calmed down after all the excitement. Then there's a moment you can sit there and think, you know what? Somebody else experienced this same thing, may not ever see them, may not ever know who they are, but because of my generosity, they experienced this exact same thing that we experienced in our house today because I gave to the Empty Stocking Fund.
Exactly.
I mean, how can you beat that? And these are people, and Brenda, I know your group works tirelessly on making sure the people that receive these gifts, these children, they have been vetted. I mean, it's not something that people just call 1-800, I want a Christmas present, and they get gifts.
No.
These are people that you have went out there to the grassroots areas, mainly the schools, and these school teachers said, look, this child, this family needs a little help.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they need something to get them through, to pick them up, to make them feel, a lot of people say it's just the way it makes me feel. It makes me feel like I'm worth something. Somebody cares. That means a lot when you're just giving a little bit of money for a Christmas present. And it's not really about the Christmas present as much as knowing that there's people that care about you. That means as much as any gift that we can give.
Exactly.
Same way why we celebrate Christmas is the Lord and the birth of our Savior Jesus Christ, because somebody cared about us and sent him here to do what he done.
Exactly.
And so basically, people just need to know that somebody cares about them. You got so many single moms out there, and dads, this day and time you would just say single moms.
Yeah, we see a lot of single dads right now raising kids.
So you get both sides of that spectrum, and they're working hard. They're even taking on weekend jobs, doing odd jobs. You'll see them maybe cleaning yards and stuff like that to help for a little extra money. But man, think about it. Everything's went up this year. When the kids get through summer, and this is something you've told me, Brenda, and it makes so much sense. School starts back. Kids go back to school. They're still kind of in their summer attire, maybe wearing sandals or open-toed shoes. Still can wear some shorts along the way, and don't really need a heavy jacket or anything like that. And then we have the cold snaps that we've had the last couple of weeks on and off. Then you see those kids standing at the bus stop in their short-sleeve shirts and still wearing open-toe shoes, still maybe wearing a pair of shorts, because the pants they had last year, the coats they had last year, the shoes that they wore last year doesn't fit anymore, or they've just worn out. Those are a lot of the things that parents are asking for their kids.
Yes.
When you see a kid standing at the bus stop in a short-sleeve shirt, we've all done it. We've all been guilty of this. We'll say, I can't believe that mama let that boy out of the house without a jacket on. Well, you don't know that circumstance. That boy may not have a jacket that fits him, and he's not going to wear a jacket that's 2 sizes small to go to school in and get made fun of all day.
Exactly.
So he'll go without it, because we all been there as kids. So my thought process is, this is the type of people that you're helping. These are the folks that need us.
Yes, we have grandparents and great-grandparents raising their great-grandchildren. And, those people are on a fixed income.
Oh, yeah.
And so you look at some of the information that they send in, and you just look at it, and you're like, I don't even know how they provide anything for these children.
Right.
Much less, groceries. I mean, that's...
Well, the empty with the Empty Stocking Fund, then you got the Sack Pack program.
Yes.
All those things kind of go hand in hand.
Yes, and thank goodness we have, Caring Place that they can go get food and help there.
Yeah.
And other churches that help out. But it's sad. We don't stop and think about what some people have to go through.
That's it. We had Ruthie Forgan here with the Salvation Army yesterday, and of course, you think about the Salvation Army during this time and all the works that they do.
Yes.
She really paints the picture that, we're blessed as a community, the majority of us. But that percentage, whatever that percentage number is, doesn't matter. If it's 1% or 10% or 20%, that's in a different category than most of us are. They need our help.
Yes, they do.
And if you can give $5, you wouldn't miss it. You're not going to miss it. I promise you, you won't miss
that
it.
one cup of coffee.
Yeah. And we're not saying that you need to give your kids Christmas away. We're not saying that.
No.
We're just saying give what you can. Because with the number of people that's in this community and the number of people that's successful in this community, the Lord's blessed us. Just pass a little bit of that on. Whatever you feel led. There's no number. There's no number, no magic number we're looking for from any particular person. $1, $5, $10, we don't care what it is. Because when we put it all together and that kid wakes up on Christmas morning and he's got a present, he has no idea who gave, what happened, and we should give because we should not care what we're not doing this for accolades. We're doing this to take care of these kids in our community. So we need your help. We need your help. Would you be a person right now that would call 614-6499 and give $5, $10, $20? Do it in memory. Do it in honor. If you're a grandparent or if you've got someone that unfortunately you've lost, that you knew they loved this time of year, you knew they loved kids, you just knew they loved everything about it, maybe do that in honor of them, because I know that would be something that they would look down from heaven and go, yes, I taught you well. So continue to do those type things. Text 614-6499. Go to our website, mymix1041.com. Click on the empty stocking link and give with your credit card at your convenience. You can use the app. You can come by here, do whatever you want to do. We just need your help. And 1,500 boys and girls is a lot. We need you this morning. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more and check the traffic in just a moment.
The Mix 10.
Hey, listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Have you been thinking about trading, but lack of inventory and high interest rates have you holding off? Well, the wait is over. Cleveland Ford has plenty of vehicles to choose from and 2.9% financing available. So come see us or simply click this ad to get pre-approved.
Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights, the region's best holiday lights experience for the whole family. Warm your heart during this nighttime family tradition as you walk through Rock City Gardens Winter Wonderland. Enjoy cookie decorating with Mrs. Claus. See Santa in his kitchen and workshop. Shop at the Christmas market. Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights will be open an extra week this season, now through January 6th. Tickets available online only at crockcity.com.
App to send you instant notifications when news breaks. For Mix 1041, this is Emily Beatty reporting.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Time for another check of traffic here on Mix Mornings. Mix Mornings served by Taziki. So, Bridget, let's head over to you.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's Black Friday all month long at Don Ledford Chevrolet, and they are saying yes to low interest rates and bonus cash. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland, North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. And as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Loans up to $20,000. If you need extra cash for the holidays, call Dusty and the team at Southland Finance. 950 25th Street in Cleveland in front of Ace Hardware. Call them 423-458-3007. Online at southlandfinance.net.
All right, another very important part of the WCLE family. Yvette Bond is here with us. Of course, she is the host of Fiesta 99.1 in the mornings. She is joining us in the studio right now. Drop by. Yvette, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, but the thing is, you guys are doing fantastic. I am so proud to belong to this amazing team. Dwayne, you have a way with words to explain. They make sense. They make people call and right away, give to this great cause.
Yeah, I know. Would you care, and I know that you have taught us, since you've been a part of our WCLE family, that a lot of people in cars right now going to schools, they're bilingual. A lot of people listen
Correct.
They know Spanish, but they know English, and so they partake in both.
That is right. That is right. If for a long time, I link, for lack of better wording, that both of our stations, Fiesta 99.1 with Mix 104.1, when you guys are conducting these events or any others, they had to do with dignitaries or whatever it is that you're doing. And it makes sense, and people love it. They grab it and they run with it, especially the kids. And that's the main thing, because the parents depend on the kids.
Sure.
And so at Fiesta 99.1, I am targeting the children.
Yeah, if you get the children, the parents will follow.
That's right. That's right. Their wishes, their command.
That's right. Yeah, when you get in the car, the kids rule the radio. Whatever dial they want is where they're going to stay. Well, would you mind to maybe, for those parents that are in the cars, for Mix 104.1 listening, maybe just a quick message in Spanish for our listening audience to let them know how welcoming that we want to be to them this morning as well?
Absolutely, and I think that is a great thing.
Okay.
Strategy as well. Muy buenos días y feliz Navidad a todos. Muchísimas gracias por sus contribuciones. Lo que estamos haciendo aquí es recaudando fondos para estos niños que no tienen regalos para esta Navidad. Y aquí en Mix 104.1 y en Fiesta 99.1, en los estudios de WCLE, es lo que estamos haciendo, contribuyendo para nuestra comunidad. Muchísimas gracias y feliz Navidad.
All right. Thanks, Yvette, for that. I know you wanted to come by and give Brenda a little something there, so
I did. Hi, Brenda. Good morning.
Good
How
morning.
are you?
Good to
Hey,
see you.
BJ. Good morning. Good to see everybody, and Merry Christmas.
I have a question for you.
Of
Doesn't have
course.
anything to do with him stocking fund. So, did you enjoy your ride for Cleveland 100,
Cleveland 100.
the motorcycle ride?
Oh my goodness, did I ever? you were there.
I was there, and I didn't get to see you when you come back. So I've been wondering if you enjoyed your ride.
Yeah, but I'm not going to elaborate. But yeah, probably the first and the last one.
Yeah, so that was good. A good ride, huh?
Yeah,
that was good.
Excuse me, and one that you'll never forget. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, good.
But anyways, the reason I'm here, Dwayne, I was listening to you guys as I was driving to work, and I happened to be with my little clique in at the Elks Lodge, and there is a man over there whose his brother passed away when he was 22 years old. Now this boy, he's 55, and he wants to remain confidential.
Sure, anonymous.
Anonymous.
Yeah.
And he wanted to, in memory of his brother, give $20. And what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter if it's $1.
Absolutely.
If 100 people gave $1, that is $100.
That's it.
That's it. So the way you were describing and talking about the gag gifts and the dirty Santa and yada yada, that makes sense. Who wouldn't give up, $5? Just to make a child happy, just like Jesus Christ. I mean, we wouldn't be here, to be forgiven for our sins without his gift,
Absolutely.
which is free. Now, us, $1, $5, it doesn't matter. But I'm here to challenge my own team at WCLE, $100 gift to the Empty Stocking Fund from Yvette Bond, Fiesta 99.1.
There you go. All right, Yvette. Thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, you were walking by and you just wanted to kind of slide in. I'm like, no, have a seat.
You did. You put me in the hot seat right here.
Put you in the hot seat next to Brenda, which is the hottest seat.
Now. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, and then she brought up the motorcycle ride.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Everybody, Merry Christmas, and thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick commercial break. That was unscripted, of course. She just came by. We wanted to get her on before she went into her studio. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Looking for the dealer.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mix 1041 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
It's going to be a least expensive cremation and funeral option facility. The good thing about Serenity is a big spacious facility. Chapel seats over 200 people, 3 big visitation rooms there. We also offer a discounted funeral service there, $4,900. That'll be the casket included in our services, and you won't feel stressed about your facilities. You'll have plenty of space there. If it's a $995 cremation or a $4,900 funeral, we're going to still give them a first-class professional service as we would treat our own family with.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. We'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our 3rd generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our 4th generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Made Mermaid mattress sets.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 61 and a low of 44. This evening, we'll have rain moving in overnight tonight. For tomorrow, rainfall throughout the day, a high of 60 and a low of 56 tomorrow night. Rain likely throughout the day on Saturday as well, with a high of 65. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 29 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
Going to get a check of sports here in just a second. I wish that I had the song Taylor Swift, I Knew You Were Trouble When You Walked In, because I would sing it out to these two ladies that just came in. Kind of a preview of what's coming up. Melissa Woody, Donna Simpson here with us. They're going to be co-hosting coming up here in just a few minutes. But ladies, I just wanted to get you a quick good morning and maybe go ahead and put some fillers out there before I do sports. So good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Matching shirts on there. Look at you.
We got our matching shirts
on. Yeah. You would think
twins.
y'all were sisters or something.
Well, we're twins. We're just 7 years apart.
That's it. That's
and
it.
when people ask if we're twins, Donna always says, Yeah, we're her age.
We're her age. I love it. Yeah, like I said, the Taylor Swift song, that's y'all's theme song, right? I knew you were trouble when you walked in. But you ladies are going to be with us. We're going to kind of pick things up in just a little bit. We're so glad you guys are here this morning. We mean that sincerely. There's 1,500 boys and girls counting on this morning to be very successful, and I know you guys are ready.
Well, thank you, Dwayne. We're just tickled to be here.
We're going to
appreciate
get
y'all having us.
We're going to get to you guys. You're going to kind of command the next hour, pretty much, right?
Well, and I want to say, starting right off the bat, that I need to be earlier in the schedule next year because Jill Norton Woodruff called all my friends.
Oh,
so
no!
Either I need to be up in the schedule or I need to make some more friends.
Or some of both, maybe.
I was like, shoot,
Yeah.
Jill's in there getting all my people.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got to have a little conversation with her. That'd be after the holidays, all right?
When I realized it is early that morning when she texted me and she said, hey, will you get to the NT stocking bin? I thought, my shift's Thursday. And then I was like, oh, no, she's texting everybody.
So you were in her text thread?
Yes.
Oh, no, she's wanting you to give to her.
Right.
What's wrong with her? Oh, my goodness. All right, well, ladies, hang in here with us. We're going to get a check of sports, and then we're going to be back with some more in just a moment. But before we get our check of sports, time to let you know that this sports update is sponsored in part by the Town Squire.
Have you checked out the Town Squire sportswear selection for fall 2023? One of my friends said, what a selection! T-shirts, sweatshirts, sports shirts, hoodies, and believe it or not, even performance slacks by Tommy Hilfiger and Crown Crafted by Peter Millar, along with other national sportswear lines like Southern Tide, Vineyard Vine, Southern Marsh, Coastal Cotton, Volunteer Traditions, and Johnny O. Since 1977, your headquarters for men's clothing attire. Check them out and let them dress you from head to toe. Locally owned and operated, the Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Key Street, Cleveland, Tennessee, the shop that appreciates the customer.
All right, Mix 104.1, it is the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello human kindness, as you just heard. This sports update sponsored in part by the Town Squire. Well, the Lady Vols and the Vols did not have a good night last night. Brenda, I know that you are a big Lady Vols fan, and they looked good for three, but they couldn't hold on in the fourth period at all.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what happened in that fourth period.
They got tired or something there, but it was the Lady Vols losing to Notre Dame in the ACC-SEC tournament that's going on. Notre Dame comes back in the fourth, beating the Lady Vols 74-69. Now for the UT men, they're also playing in the ACC-SEC matchup. They were in North Carolina last night taking on the Tar Heels. They could not get started at all until late in the game, and then there was just not enough time to make the complete comeback. But UNC over the men at UT 100-92 as they continue that tournament. We do have some Cleveland State Community College updates here. I know Melissa Woody, an alumni of Cleveland State. The Walters women get the best of Cleveland State. The Lady Cougars 55-39. I guess, Melissa, we got to get you back out on the court is what we got to do.
Yeah, that will help tremendously.
And then we move our attention to the TSSAA Division II State Championship. The Blue Cross Bowl down in Chattanooga tonight. An instant classic. Baylor taking on McCallie. 7 o'clock, Finley Stadium. My goodness, that place is going to be packed. You could not really have asked for a better game for two local schools in that downtown Chattanooga area than Baylor and McCallie. So that will happen tonight, 7 o'clock. And I believe this is the first time those two teams have met in a state championship game. So that's going to be a great time there tonight. Earlier today, though, there's going to be a Division IIA. Boyd Buchanan, we know how great they are. They're going to take on CPA. That'll be 11 o'clock at Finley Stadium. And then tonight we go back to pro football, the NFL Thursday night, Seahawks at Cowboys, 8:15. That will be broadcasted on Amazon, and we'll carry the game on our sister station, Talk 101.3 The Buzz. You also can stream that game on the Mix 104.1 app. NASCAR announced a new $7.7 billion media rights. I think, Bridget, we need to get in on that deal through 2031. The Cup Series will continue on NBC and Fox. 10 races in the midseason will air on Amazon and TNT. We are Cleveland's home for NASCAR. That is our sister station also, Talk 101.3 The Buzz. And then middle school basketball last night. It was the Lady Bruins of Lake Forest Middle School. They defeat Hammond Creek 42-15. And boys action, the Bruins fall to McCallie 24-33. That is our CHI Memorial Sports Desk update. CHI Memorial, hello human kindness. The this sport. I keep saying this sport. This sports update, sponsored in part by our friends there at the Town Squire. We'll be right back in just a moment.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses,
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. Offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices. Keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups. Making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you. Come see us.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon. The voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
And boy, you better hold on in the 8 o'clock hour.
The rest of our people.
It's going to get cray-cray up in here, right?
That's a little much.
That's a little much. Okay,
much.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hype it up. You know, I just really want us all to be hyped.
You've heard of me and Christy.
Yeah, that's right. Christy, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great. Robert, how are you, sir?
Doing well.
We got you your own personal mic. You don't have to share with Christy there.
No, you got the tall one. I got the short one.
Yeah, well, you always get the short end of the stick, right? I mean,
and I just want to say, for the first time in my whole life, Melissa has beat me somewhere. She is earlier than me, and I don't know how that happened, but I think Donna must have drove her.
Yeah.
That's
What's
what
that?
happened.
Actually, I will say this. When I passed Donna's house, you know, we're neighbors, of course, and she called and went, "Was that you going out the door?" Yes, it was.
you're not used to that, are you, Donna?
No. Where's my key?
Now, did you pass her on the way here? Is she a slow driver?
Yeah, no. She stopped no.
Christy's like, no.
No, she's not a slow driver.
All right. Well, again, we're going to have a really good time here in the 8 o'clock hour. We've got so many guests co-hosting with us in this 8 o'clock hour. So the first hour, we kicked it off, Brenda. It was kind of, we kind of gained momentum, trying to get uphill. And now we're going to be coasting with these 4 here, right? we're on the.
Talk slow. I can't write.
She got to write it down.
People may pay money to make us shut up.
Yeah. We've been paying that for years. All right, so let's start off with you, Melissa. I know you're used to not being in charge or nothing. I know you're used just to kind of hanging in the wind and those kind of things. So, Empty Stocking Fund, you guys are here. I know you and Donna are part of it every year. Just kind of give me your initial thoughts.
Oh my goodness, it's just it's a legacy in our community.
Yes.
I mean, these children that benefit from this program, they'll never forget that. They'll
Right.
never forget that. And honestly, the people who give and contribute to this program, you'll never forget it either. I've got from me and Dewey, we've got $200 that we're given, and Dewey always, every time we start to come
Right.
and be here, he talks about his dad. And how in the early years when the kids used to gather at the gym and his dad making cotton candy, Dewey
remember
Woody
that,
Sr. making cotton candy for all the kids on Christmas morning. So, when you were talking about we're all in our jammies and in our, warm homes and
Yep.
gather by the tree, the Mr. and Mrs. Woody, Doris and Dewey Sr. were there making cotton candy, and she made biscuits for all the volunteers. And
Wow.
And so that's just such a selfless thing to do. And so you writing a check, all you folks listening, or making a pledge or calling in, that's a selfless thing to do, and that's something that you'll never forget.
All right.
And so you were talking about our friends group.
Yes.
I heard you on the way
Yep,
in.
yep.
Of course, Donna and I originated that idea out
You did.
there.
You did.
For all you folks who thought of it a million years ago, it's really our idea. But Sherry Cry and Gina Akins, we always get together and have breakfast. We used to get each other little gifts and I always say little pot holders. I don't know if any of them ever got me a pot holder. But
They know you, right?
First thing that comes to mind. Yeah, they know me. I cook twice a year. When we remodeled our kitchen, I was like, I kind of need a bigger oven. And Donna said, for twice a year, I think you're good. But we're going to give $100 between the four of us.
What a great idea.
Yep. So we call each other the idiots. You don't have to put that.
The idiots give
Please put that
$100.
down.
And you'll hear a lot of people driving, Mama, was that us?
And then, of course, our jeans jar at the chamber, it's $100. But I feel like there were more people that wore jeans than that. So I won't be beating the bushes. At
Okay,
the
I
chamber
got
saying, who didn't put their dollar in?
That's it.
So yeah, we got $100 for our jeans jar that we wear on Fridays. So now, we don't wear jeans if we have an important meeting. And I don't think there were that many important meetings happening on Fridays.
Well, Steve has a jar here. He puts $1 in every time he wears sweatpants to work.
So there's $365.
Oh man, that's I don't know if I should have went there or not, but anyway, here we go.
And we've got more, but I want Donna to tell about her initial ones. She's matching us.
Well, I'll tell you what. Can we take a break right here because we're at the top of the hour?
Yes.
Can we do a quick break? Absolutely. Hold that thought. Then we got to get Robert and Christy in on this as well. It's going to be a great 8 o'clock hour. We'll stick in here as long as we can. I know you got to go at 8:45. Hopefully you guys can stay maybe a little bit after 9 if your schedule allows. But we're going to get started. We got to get a quick break in here, and then we'll come back with more in just a moment. You got to hang in here, folks. It's going to be a great hour. Stay with us.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland. Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is Talk 1013 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 1013 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
News. I'm Chris Foster. An Israel-Hamas ceasefire is extended through today at least. 3 Israelis, though, are shot and killed in Jerusalem.
Police say 2 attackers arrived at the entrance to Jerusalem by car. They opened fire at a crowded bus stop. Among the dead, a 16-year-old girl. The shooters were themselves killed by a pair of off-duty soldiers and another civilian.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Former Secretary of State and National Security Advisor Henry Kissinger died. He was 100 years old. Current Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Israel.
Few people were better students of history. Even fewer people did more to shape history than Henry Kissinger.
About criticism, he put American power above civilian life in other countries like Cambodia and Chile. Kissinger said a country that demands moral perfection in its foreign policy will achieve neither perfection nor security. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service
That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
All right, Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. We're going to get to local news in the beginning of the 9 o'clock hour. We got lots to get to, lots of boys and girls counting on us this morning, and we got 4 people that are here to work, and we're going to put them to work here in just a second. Let's go ahead and check traffic, though, Bridget, as people are heading out trying to get to work. Looks like maybe a little something on the interstate again this morning.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol Report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's Black Friday all month long at Don Ledford GMC Truck in Cleveland. They are saying yes to low interest rates and trade assistance cash. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We are seeing a little bit of a slowdown. I-75 southbound just past exit 20. Not seeing an accident here on the TDOT SmartWay cameras, but we will be sure to keep you up to date. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-A-Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwa Darren text line. Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA, where all are welcome with membership solutions for everyone, regardless of income. Find out more at ymcachattanooga.org.
All right, well, here we go. It is going to be hour number 2 on the 4th day of the Empty Stocking Fund. So glad to have everybody a part of the broadcast here this morning, whether you're listening on the radio or whether you're a part of MixTV.tv. We've got a really nice hour that we're going to be putting together here for you. We're going to welcome in all the players in the game. You got to know the players in the game to make sure that you understand what's going on here. We got Brenda Lawson that's going to be right here with us. Brenda, good morning to you in the 8 o'clock hour.
Good morning.
So glad to see you here because you're the only one that knows what's going on. She's got that white pad, and she gets going to town on that. And I looked over yesterday a couple times, and I was going to go to Brenda for like a comment, but she's just writing away, and I'm like, I'm not going to bother her. So I just kept rolling on to somebody else. Yeah, she's ciphering. She had her shoes off, and she was asking Bridget to put a toe up, and so I just kind of left it alone. Christy Gozes with us, Bank of Cleveland. Christy, again, good morning to you. Good morning. And we got Robert Bradney here with us, Bender Realty, general manager there. Robert, good morning. Good morning. I didn't feel like we got a good introduction with you guys. And then, of course, the ladies on the opposite side of the room that have their own camera shot. Did y'all demand that? I mean, it's all of this side of the room. Now, I get a camera shot, but that's just because this is normally Steve's seat. It ain't because I'm here. But then you guys get your own camera shot. What's up with that?
We got here before Chris did.
I knew what was up when I heard it on the way in. They got here early to get the good spot.
The good spot. So it's just them and the camera view on MixTV.tv, if you know what I'm looking at and talking about. But good morning to everybody out there. We're so glad it is a day that we're putting together. It's day 4 of 10 days of giving for the Empty Stocking Fund, as we're helping some 1,500 boys and girls right here in Cleveland and Bradley County have Christmas this season. Now, I know we're cutting up, having a good time, but that definitely is a serious topic, and we're going to continue to hopefully entertain and maybe jingle the bell and get some people to give this morning. Now, Melissa, you started off before we got to the top of the hour with some great things going on there. I guess it's time to let Donna maybe say a few words, right?
Yeah. You know, we've been here for 15 minutes, and Austin's already turned my mic down 47 times.
Well, you know.
I get excited.
She gets excited. And, but Donna, good morning to you.
Good morning, Wayne.
So is she going to let you talk a little bit?
Well, no, she never has. So, but I'm good with that.
You're good with that.
For the first 7 years of her life. She's all right.
Well, I know that you can you kind of go back real quick, Melissa, and kind of recap what you said before people that maybe didn't listen to the top of the hour yet?
Yes. We were just talking about, what giving to the Empty Stocking Fund means, and just how, it means so much for those kids. And it's a long-lasting memory and legacy for those children, but it's a long-lasting memory and legacy for your own life to give. It just makes you feel good to be able to contribute to someone else's Christmas morning, and I really strongly believe that. And so Dewey and I, we're giving $200. And, of course, our friends, Gina and Sherry, that we get together with every Christmas, instead of getting each other a pot holder.
Right.
Like I said, I don't think they've ever gotten me a pot holder. But anyway, we're going to give $100 for our, instead of giving each other gifts. And then our jeans jar at the chamber, $100 right now.
Right now.
And then we also have some buddies of ours, Leslie and Mike Christian.
Yeah.
They have texted me last night, and they're giving $100. And then my dear friend Melissa Brown, she lost her daddy, Jim Graham, and Jim had a really great relationship with Reverend Littlefield.
Okay.
And he had just a huge impact on Jim's life. And so Melissa wanted me to definitely mention that. She's giving $100 from Melissa and Jerry Brown.
Fantastic.
And Sandy Graham, her mama, is giving $50, and this is all in memory of Jim. And then Melissa's son, Henry Brown, is giving $20.
All right.
So it's a sweet tribute to their daddy and granddaddy and husband. And then Timmy Mason, he texted us, and he's given $100 and wants to challenge all county commissioners and city councilmen and women to give $100 as well, or give to the empty stocking as well. Tim and I and Christy all graduated together, so that's why I can call him Timmy Mason.
Class of '87, Bradley Bears.
That's right. Go Bears and God bless.
Go. I think you said it backwards. It's God bless and go Bears.
God first. She first.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, you know where Melissa's loyalty lies.
I thought Donna was supposed to be tall.
Well, I thought so too. Well, Donna, thanks for all that information. That was great, Christy.
And the only thing Melissa knows about football is what kind of chip and dip we're having. That's the extent of her interest in it. So,
Yeah. Well, so Donna, do you have something you would like to add to this conversation?
I do. Yeah.
Melissa, back away from the microphone.
Austin, turn her mic off completely. Gideon removed the mic from the podium. No, just kidding.
A good microphone.
Boy, you do, don't you? All right, Donna, over to you.
Oh, me, Dwayne. I have $200 from me and Rick Simpson there to give this morning.
That's her husband.
Yeah, that's her husband.
Oh, Lord. And
You threw her off. She was doing so good.
Go.
Yeah.
But the county clerk's office have always in the past drawn names and done the little gifts and back and forth and whatever. So a couple of years ago, we decided that we would put our efforts toward the Empty Stocking Fund at Christmas time too. So I have $605 from the county clerk's office.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And then
Thanks for talking, Donna.
Yeah. And then some of the girls wanted to also give individually, so they sent their money with me. I have $75 from Wanda and David Justice, and $40 from Jenny and David DeVore, and $20 from Renee Arnett.
Wow.
So
fantastic.
so that's my little envelope so far.
So the county clerk's office has been busy.
Yeah, the county clerk's office has
in
been
more
busy.
ways than one.
The 40 was Jenny and David DeVore, DeVoer.
All right, so Brenda, you got it? Brenda's got it. She's doing everything. Okay, back over to you, Melissa. You got something. You got your phone up. All right.
I was going to let her say it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, our friend Brian Welch, he texted in. We are on the Artists Here Partnership Board with Brian.
Yeah.
Known him for years, and went to school with Missy Bolin Welch, his wife, and they are going to they're pledging $300.
Wow.
So
Thanks,
Missy
Brian.
and Brian Welch, we love them. They're the sweetest
Great
couple.
people. Great people.
And so we are so grateful for their friendship, and grateful that they didn't give that $300 to Jill Woodruff.
You're not going to let it go, are you? Melissa's just not going to let that go.
And also, I've got a special guest that it's in the lobby, so I'm going to bring him in just a little bit.
Okay. Is that allowed?
Yeah, I guess, Christy. There is nothing that's.
Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
We'll talk amongst. We're going to let Christy have a chance to talk. Christy goes again with Bank of
Do you have
Cleveland.
one of those mics we can maybe like clip on
clip
her
on
shirt and then
a wireless
whatever
lapel.
she
She needs one that wraps around her ear
Yeah.
that just goes right here.
We can send her out on Mouse Creek Road. She'll talk to every passerby that's out there. Well, Christy, again, good morning to you, Bank of Cleveland, and we appreciate what you guys are doing here with us this morning. Just go ahead and give you some introduction, and what would you like to mention first off this morning?
Well, the Empty Stocking Fund is close to my heart. I've been at Bank of Cleveland for 34 years, and Bobby Taylor, Tom Rowland, were instrumental in starting that in 1975. So Bank of Cleveland's always been a part of the Empty Stocking Fund. And I think every year we watch it grow bigger and better. And, you know, as our community grows, so does the need. And there are a lot of children out there and families that need support, especially during this time. And I know, especially for me and my family, we get excited. We go out and buy gifts, but that's not really the spirit of Christmas. You know, the spirit of Christmas is giving, and maybe giving to somebody that they don't know who the recipient is or who is the giver is. So, and this fulfills that need, and it is, like I said, very needed in the community.
Oh, good stuff. Robert Bradney joins us once again, Bender Realty, general manager there, and so much more in our community. Robert, is there anything that you're not a part of in our communities? What's the first question?
I'm trying to learn to say no.
It's not working out.
I don't think you've learned. You haven't learned as of yet.
Cannot say no.
and believe me, I would never say no.
Robert does a lot of different roles in Empty Stocking.
He does, and so does Bender along the way, doesn't he? Yeah.
And same thing. You know, I've been with Bender Realty 26 years, and of course, been worked in the community here for many, many years, and we've always been a part of it. And we see the benefit. And the biggest gift is giving. That's the biggest gift that you can receive this whole holiday season, is by giving and participating and helping in these different programs, but especially the Empty Stocking Fund. I laughed. Steve was laughing at me. I called in whatever day it was and did my Jill and Lily and my pledge of $250, and then he texted me and said, and he's the only one that called the day he didn't come in and do the fundraising. So whatever, because what I was hearing, I knew it was the time to call.
Right.
And that's what everybody, just when you hear it, just call. Just call in, make your donation. Just do it right then, because right there when it's on top of your mind, and like I said, that's you. If you're doing that at work, gathering up gifts or whatever, it's top of mind, just do it. And it's just whatever you can give. That's all that matters, just whatever you can give, because it makes such a difference in what we're doing.
I agree 100%. A lot of people, like you just mentioned, they say, well, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. The next thing you know, you turn on the radio Friday afternoon, and we've had the finale, and like, oh, I missed it. So do it while it's on your mind. When your heart gives you that little tug, it's time to pick up the phone and call that number, 614-6499. You can text. That's a new thing, the Darren Miller EXP Realty text line, 614-6499, or you can go online just to our website, mymix1041.com, and give there as well. All right, Christy, come back over to you before we go back to this side.
Well,
of the room.
I just received a text. Please don't give Melissa back the microphone. I just got a text from another Bradley Bear, class of '87, Keith Romanger, and he would like to challenge all the members of class of '87 to donate. And he's going to start with a $100 pledge.
Awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
Row. Give me 4.
Give me 4.
We used to, instead of saying give me 5, we'd say give me 4. I don't know why we did that.
I was thinking she really doesn't know sports, does she?
I was just nodding because I didn't know what was happening. So.
All right. All right, so Robert, anything that you want to add here?
I just want to challenge all the realtors in the community, if they have time this morning, to give us a call and make a pledge. Our agents, I've asked them to try to get in and call, and if not, they're going to collect money and get that turned in. On behalf of Bender Realty and Brian and Carrie Workman and Jim and Marilyn Workman, we want to donate $500 to the cause. So we've always been involved, and like I said, always happy to help, especially with Brenda and the event, the day of the event, so forth and so on. We just love it. So I challenge all my friends and just clients, past clients, whatever, everybody, just to call, and if you'll make some kind of small donation, it would be greatly appreciated.
All right, Brenda, let's come over to you for just a second. I know we got some challenges, and we also got some things that everybody that makes any type of donation, whether it's $1, $10, $100, they're all going to be put into a drawing for some prizes that some of our great people with the Titans and the Braves and things have done. So kind of tell us a little bit about that, please.
Yes, Don Letford is giving 10% of all of their oil changes through December the 7th to the Empty Stocking Fund. So if you need your oil change, go to Don Ledford and also benefit the Empty Stocking Fund. We have 2 tickets to the Tennessee Titans to the Titans-Jaguar game on January the 7th, 4 Atlanta Braves tickets to a Braves game, and that'll happen in next season's game. We'll have 5 drink tickets or coupons that you can use at Scooter's Coffee on Key Street, and 4 tickets to the Rock City Enchanted Gardens of Lights. So those prizes we will all draw for them on Friday at the finale at Life Care.
So that's just a kind of a say and thank you for all those people that donate. You're going to be put into a drawing for these. Doesn't matter what you donate, everyone will be included in that. What about the challenges? I know that Robert challenged some folks and Christy did,
Yes.
and let's talk about some other challenges this morning.
So Yvette Bond here at Fiesta challenges all the employees here at the station to give. City.
You got my OU, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The county commissioner Tim Mason challenges all city council members and county commissioners to give. Keith Romanger challenges all classmates of Bradley High School 1987 class. Joy Ezel challenges all Waste Connection employees. Dr. Paul Kahn and Danny Murray challenges all employees at Lee University. Mayor Kevin Brooks challenges all elected officials to give. We've now heard from 3. Dr. Tony Stewart challenges the Executive Committee at the Church of God. Bishop Tim Hill challenges all pastors and leaders to give. Smart Bank employees challenges all bank employees in town to give. And Christy will challenge that too, I'm sure.
Yes.
The gauntlet.
She'll raise you one, right? I'll see that and raise you one.
Shannon Ritzhoff challenges all Edward Jones agents, and Tim and Debbie Birdshaw challenges all North Cleveland Church of God members to give.
All right, so there you go. There's some challenges out to everybody this morning. Is everybody else done before we come back over to Melissa? I just want to make sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I guess.
I do have money to report, Christy. So.
All right. So we'll definitely give the mic back to you if there's money involved.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So our friends Doug and Cindy Moore in Advanced Physical Therapy, they are pledging $100. So we love the Moores. And then also my guest in the lobby wouldn't come in.
Oh, no. Who's he scared of? Gideon?
He's scared of all of you.
Is he scared of Gideon? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's Gideon. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It was Aaron Weatherford.
Okay.
And, last year, Olivia gave to Empty Stocking
Yes.
and
Oh,
challenged
yes.
her daddy to match her. And so this year he wanted to make sure that he covered her gift. Olivia loved to give. That kid had the biggest giving heart. And so she loved to give to people, not just Empty Stocking, but her friends at St. Jude and just, everything. She just loved that spirit of giving. So we want to hashtag live like live.
Yep.
And give like she did, give like live.
I love it.
And so I thank Aaron for coming by. And he didn't want to come on the air because he figured he'd have tears, but he did make sure he told me this before he left. He put all his money in the jean jar. So he wanted that to be on the record that he did put his money in the jean jar.
You
So-
love Aaron. You gotta love him. Yeah.
But he's given $100 in Olivia's spirit of giving.
That's great. That is fantastic right there. All right, I'll tell you what we should do on that note. This would be a good time to take a pause, take a break. We'll come back with more. You're listening to the Empty Stocking Fund broadcast on day number 4. We're live in our Kia of Cleveland studios. We're going to be here for quite a while longer. Melissa will be serenading people in between the breaks. If you see her out on Mouse Creek Road, just roll down your window and give her $1. Whatever you got to do, but she'll be out there.
Oh, come on, more than $1.
More than $1. Okay, but we're gonna take a break here. We'll come back. We'll get a reset, and then we'll continue on. We hope that you will call Bridget if you will give us information as we go out of the break how people can reach out and be a part of this morning.
That's right. Call or text us 614-6499. Again, our number 614-6499. You can call or text that number. You can go online at mymix1041.com or donate through the Mix 1041 app as well.
All right, we'll take that break. We'll be back with more with live coverage of the Empty Stocking Fund, Day 4. Stay with us.
At Cleveland Ford, we had a
You're
bright
watching
idea.
Mix
Let's
Mornings
make
on MixTV.tv, served by Taziki's. We'll be right back. Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights, the region's best holiday lights experience for the whole family. Warm your heart during this nighttime family tradition as you walk through Rock City Gardens Winter Wonderland. Enjoy cookie decorating with Mrs. Claus. See Santa in his kitchen and workshop. Shop at the Christmas market. Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights will be open an extra week this season, now through January 6th. Tickets available online only at crockcity.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland.
We probably have the best facilities in the area. They're very spacious, accommodating. We have 4 big visitation rooms, big chapel. We can live stream services as well now, have that capability. I enjoy serving and ministering to that family. That's the thing I'm doing. I'm a servant. I just love helping families at the worst time of their life. I feel like God's given me something to work with, and I try to use His ministry. We treat your family like they're our family.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Anniversaries out there today. Tell us who is doing that.
Okay, happy birthday to Tate White, who is 11 today. That is from Mom, Dad, and Kylie. Chris and Shannon Cassida, they are celebrating their 21st wedding anniversary today. Arizona Sheldon is having a birthday today. AJ Williams and Rodney Williams, they are 18 years old today, students at Bradley Central, and that is from Mom and Dad. Kevin Greenwood, our friend with Championship One Wrestling, he is having a birthday today. Good morning, Kevin. Happy birthday. And then our friend Dr. Ken Beard at the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, he is celebrating a birthday today as well. Happy birthday, Dr. Beard. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix Line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line, Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank Celebration List. Simmons Bank gives you more for a better banking experience with convenience in mind. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
Can I do one dad joke right here, maybe?
Sure.
Is that all right?
Sure.
You know, it said it's Dr. Beer's birthday today.
Yeah.
You know when the birthday party is?
When?
2:30.
There you go.
There you go. That was terrible. That's why I said it was a dad joke. I didn't expect it to get rave reviews or anything along those lines. I just said I wanted to do a dad joke. I don't get to do those no more because my kids...
Go to www.emptystocking.org.
I can tell more. I can tell more to make people give, you know. God, I get such rave reviews with my dad jokes. That's all right.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, gosh. Well, see, that's the thing people are going to remember about the broadcast this morning. Dwayne's dad joke. I can't do them no more. My daughters are too old, and my grandson doesn't want to put up with it. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast underway here. Mermaid Mattress. Of course, Roger Pickett, everybody at Mermaid Mattress, ready for a big weekend. Here's some more information.
Need a better mattress at a better price? Come to Mermaid Mattress today and take advantage of all our Black Friday mattress sale specials.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 61, a low of 45 this evening with overcast skies tonight. For tomorrow, rainfall throughout the day, a high of 61 and a low of 56. Rain again throughout the day on Saturday with a high of 65. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 30 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
All right, I'm going to let Melissa be the judge of this. Should we hit like a quick Christmas song or just stay here?
You guys, I mean, how long is the Christmas song?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, we can do a Christmas.
Who's singing it?
It's going to be Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani.
Okay, yeah.
Can we do that? Maybe get people in the Christmas
better
spirit.
hurry.
Better hurry.
You better hurry.
All right, we're going to hurry. I'll let Melissa make the judge.
Okay, here's the thing. We'll let people hear
Oh, we're gonna talk over the song. Is that what we're gonna do?
We're gonna talk over the song. If they'll text us and call us.
All right.
So you got 2 minutes, people.
Just make it happen.
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Choosing the right health care plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
By the Chamber of Commerce and Melissa Woody, because she said you could play it.
Yeah, but I have new words to it.
Oh, you have new words to it.
I want to thank you, Brenda. You make it feel like Christmas.
Woo! All right. That's a hit. It might be a one-hit wonder, but that's a hit.
Or just a wonder.
It's a wonder. It's a wonder that got on the air. Hopefully, Robert tried to give Austin $10 during the song to cut Melissa's mic off. I don't know. No, but seriously.
I'm taking all this abuse for a good cause.
You are.
Amen.
Again, we are live in our studios at Mix 104.1, Talk 101.3 The Buzz, and MixTV.tv. We're having a lot of fun, but we're raising money for some 1,500 boys and girls this morning, and really for the next, we got today, and then we got all next week, and then tomorrow as well. I don't know why I explained it like that. That didn't make any sense. Why can't I just say we got 7 days left?
And tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day.
That's another dad joke. That's how you tell people. That's how you tell people what day it is. It ain't today or tomorrow. It's the day after that day tomorrow.
Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to my button here. This is I got this. I don't know how many years ago from Mayor Tom. He made these buttons, and they say it's okay to say. What does it say, Donna? I can't read it upside down.
It's okay to be okay. I mean, I don't know.
It's okay to say Merry Christmas.
in Cleveland, it's okay to say Merry Christmas. And so he handed those out at the Christmas tree lighting one year. It's probably been 10 years ago. And I have tried to save mine and wear it every year. So shout out to Mayor Tom and Sandra. We're missing them this morning, but I know they're probably listening.
They usually are. They're usually watching
I
Mixed
want
TV.
to tell them I love them.
All right. Where does that button live the other 364 days?
There's a little Christmas box in my dresser that has all my flamingos with a Christmas hat on and Santa and crazy earrings, and my button lives in there.
It lives in there. Okay.
Yes.
Again, we've got so many people here with us. Melissa Woody representing the Chamber today, and of course, Donna Simpson, Bradley County Clerk. We've got Robert Bradney, Bender Realty, Christy Gozo with Bank of Cleveland. Of course, Brenda, Bridget, and myself. Gideon's over in the corner because that's where he belongs.
Nobody puts Gideon in the corner. Except for Dwayne.
And then Austin's back in. Why does he call it the lab? He calls it the lab back there. He's back in the lab. I feel like he's a mad scientist or something.
Yeah, that's fitting.
That's fitting. But we are seriously trying to get people to call in, text in, go to our website, text you ladies personally. And Robert, we're asking people to give as much as they can today to help these 1,500 kids.
Exactly. Like I said, it's such a great cause, and if you back in the past when we used to do the party and you saw the kids, I mean, I tell you, it is so heartwarming. And the same thing, even just the folks that work when they pick up and they see the parents and the families and the cars and stuff, and you're seeing what those people that it's helping, it just makes such a big difference. It's such a rewarding time.
I think Christy's either got her paper up, either she's going to read us a good night story, or she's got something she wants to read off here. So, Christy, over to you.
Yes, my favorite veterinarian has called in. Howard and Tracy Hamilton have donated $100 to the Empty Stocking Fund this morning, and we appreciate that. Kelly Beard just called me. Kelly Beard and Jesse Beard, $150, and then from their business professional title, another $150.
Wow. Awesome. All right, so Christy's making that phone ring. Even though it's her phone, it's still fine. We just need people's phones to ring.
We don't care whose
we
phone
don't
it
care
is.
whose phone rings. You can text Bridget if you want to. Don't text
I've
me.
got one more.
Okay.
My sister from Shelbyville is watching online today, and Cassie Davis, $50 for the Empty Stocking Fund.
Thank you so much, Cassie. We appreciate that. You're helping boys and girls right here in Cleveland and Bradley County.
Christy's going statewide.
Yeah.
Christy's going statewide.
Yeah.
She's taking it to another level.
She like pit bull. She worldwide. You got Mr. Worldwide. She's Mrs. Worldwide.
That's right.
All right. When we kind of get to a point where we need something to kick us back in, we go to Melissa. So, Melissa, over to you.
Okay.
And she's speechless.
I wanted to see if that would ever happen.
I don't know when.
Okay, so let me take advantage of
Whoa!
this
Whoa!
in the conversation to say that I just wanted to say thank you to Brenda and Dwayne and Bridget for and Steve, Mayor Tom, and Reverend Littlefield for starting this and continuing it all these years. It's amazing.
It really is.
That I mean, I heard you saying, that during COVID, the community stepped up. It would have been easy then to say, well, let's just put this off, for a year.
Let's skip a year.
Yeah, exactly. But we didn't do that. Nope. And it just gets better every year and bigger every year, and it helps more kids in our community. It's all local. It's all dollars that we use here in Bradley County. And I just want to go on record as saying thank you to you all, because it means a lot, and it's a lot to us just to get to be a little part of it. So thank you very much.
You guys are a very important part of this. Everybody in this room is such an important part of it. And the thing is, COVID teaches people different things. And what it taught us that year is that to invite the community in, you guys, the people that's the shakers and the movers out there. Well, besides some people. I mean, I don't know why Donna's doing this, but anyway. It's one of those things, once we can get more people involved, that's what it's all about. It's not about the station. It's not about Brenda. It's not about any of us. It's about getting the community to rally around this cause. And COVID taught us that. It kind of refreshed it. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it did. We have really enjoyed having you guys in as co-hosts and doing what you guys are doing. And let's just face it, it makes it easier for us to know that we've got you guys out there supporting it and really, really taking your phone and sending out those text messages and stuff, that means the world to us. It really does.
Donna, that was so well said. I'm glad I let you talk.
Yeah, she did. You glad you let her talk?
You know, and I will add to that and say that, you know, when you're thankful for what you have and the blessings that you have, that should be a great motivation to write
Absolutely.
that check yourself.
Yeah, if you got up this morning, you got in your car and you said, we got to swing by Chick-fil-A to get the kids nuggets and you know, we're going to get a cup of coffee from here, or here, and, you know, and then you're already thinking about where you're going for lunch with the office crew and this,
You're
that, and the other.
blessed.
You're blessed. I mean, because a lot of people, they're packing a sandwich and trying to figure out what's going to be on the table tonight for dinner when everybody gets home. You know, and think about this. People think, well, why is it so much harder for people than other people? Think about the 2 weeks that the kids are out of school for Christmas. The rest of the year, during the school year, those kids are getting breakfast and lunch at school. So if parents are struggling to put food on the table, they're sitting there and they go, okay, for 2 meals a day, those kids are getting fed. They're getting fed lunch and breakfast at school through the programs and the great offerings that the school systems do. But think about that additional expense. You're sitting there thinking, now I've got my kids home and I've got to feed them 2 additional meals while they're out for Christmas break. Those are the type things that makes people stumble and fall that are on a tight budget. Those grandparents, those great-grandparents, a single parent. So they're thinking about that. They're thinking about, I've really got to put some extra money aside for those type things. It's not, I got to get Christmas presents. They're thinking about how are we going to eat?
Yeah.
How am I going to pay the electric bill that's going to be up because we're having 14-degree mornings? So those are the type people you're helping. People that need a little extra help. There's other things that happen throughout the year. The Sack Pack program, I mentioned that, where they send food home on Friday afternoons to help families get through. They don't be able to do that for 2 weeks. Then they're feeding the kids every meal at home. So those are the type people you're helping. You're assisting these type families. So I just wanted to make sure people understand that there's people in need in our community. They get it, but there's other times we got to kind of fill in the gaps. I guess is the best way to say it.
Something that really changed my giving habits is one time I was at a United Way banquet and I was listening to Tanya Mazzolini give a speech, and she said, you know, sometimes when you have that feeling of not knowing whether to give to somebody who's just on, you know, on the street, or you feel like you want to do that but you're not sure, you know, if that, these people are vetted. These people are, you know, the people that receive Empty Stocking Fund, they are people who are confirmed in need. You know, that is a big deal when you're giving and you want to know that, you know, somebody is really in need and they just haven't, you know, made it, which I'm not, you know, judging anybody that's standing on the street, but you just don't know that story. And these are stories that we know, that have been vetted, that we know this is a family who is struggling. And so I just wanted to say that, because that really changed my whole perspective of, you know, rolling down the window and, you know, handing something out, or giving to a program that you know that somebody in need is getting this benefit.
Absolutely. And it makes a difference. Robert, we've heard people come back in, or at a finale that we've had at Life Care, they'll come in and go, I was a recipient. I'm a Empty Stocking Fund child.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like I said, my growing up here and I worked for the grocery stores for cooks for years and stuff, and to see and know some of those people, and they come back and they tell you how they benefited from that program, it's very heartwarming, and to know that it has gone to local people and it's made a difference in their lives when they, and like I said, people that really need it. That's the big thing.
Yeah, and Christy, it's one of those things too. You see those people giving back. A lot of times as adults, they said, I was a recipient of this. Now I'm giving back, and that just means the world to us, the people that's involved in this, to know that not only did they get a gift, but that's something they remembered and they're passing it along now to their kids.
That's true, and one of the things I want to point out, we say a lot of names on the air when they call in, but we have so many anonymous donors that don't want their name mentioned, and to me, that's such a huge spirit of giving, is to do it anonymously. It always touches me to get those in, people that don't want their name mentioned or spoken about. So we appreciate each and every donation, and we especially appreciate those anonymous donors too that are calling in, and many of those are given back in the spirit that they received that gift in when they were a child.
You know, and just to kind of piggyback on what you guys are saying, some of the people that I've talked to at the finales that we see, They were saying, it really wasn't the gift that meant the most to me. It was just knowing that somebody cared about me.
Right.
Somebody, when I was kind of at a low point in my life, that said, hey, we love you. We care about you.
Right.
We want to share the love of Christ with you. They said that stuck with me more. I couldn't even remember what the present was that I got that year or those years, but I remember that they cared about me and they shared the love of Christ. And that's something that stuck with me that kind of made me the fabric of who I am. So,
I've never sat at this table over here by Brenda and got to see the notebook, the ledger.
Yeah. See, you did get the best seat.
I get the best seat. But it dawned on me a minute ago as Brenda's writing, and she's flipped the pages a couple of times, and I see all of these businesses and business owners on here. It is so important, I guess, to me, because I work at Bank of Cleveland, a local bank. It's so important for me to do business with people locally and do business with people that are giving back to the community. So when you hear us mention these businesses and these business names, you know that those are good people that's giving back to the community, and do business with those people.
Absolutely.
Do business with those people. It's important where you spend your money and where you put your money.
Absolutely,
Amen.
very well said. I want to come over. Brenda, can I come over to you? Are you still ciphering there?
Well, can I say something real quick?
Well, let's think about it.
Well, you're going to like this.
Okay.
Okay, so Gideon, who knows my scheduling issues, said, hey, Melissa, aren't you supposed to be leaving? Because I have a meeting at Cleveland State at 9 o'clock, and I'm the alumni chair of Cleveland State, so I want to, upon my departure, I want to challenge all alumni of Cleveland State Community College to call in and give. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Well,
and Merry Christmas. Donna's going with me. I'm going with her.
Oh, okay.
Donna's mad and she's leaving.
She's
She's not
mad.
going to say anything.
Yeah.
The room is going to seem awfully quiet. I thought I'd give y'all a chance to talk.
Well, Melissa, Donna, I just want to say we love you guys.
Well, we love
and
you too.
You're
all
such
of
an
you.
important part of not only this, but so many other things that go on in our community. I can't think of an event that I go to. We cover a lot of events that I don't see you guys there supporting whatever organization it is.
Well-
so thank you for being an ambassador to our community.
Well, thank you, Dwayne. And we're just, like I say, we're just happy to get to be a part of it. We're blessed, and it's just nice to be able to give back.
And we love our hometown.
I thought Donna was going to get the last word. I just knew she was going to get the last word.
Let's go, Melissa.
There you go. Thanks, ladies. Seriously, thank you. There they go. All right. Before we take a break, I want to come over to Brenda and just kind of get a recap, if you don't mind, Brenda, kind of get us up to date. We definitely want to get a total, but we want to thank some people as well.
We want to thank David and Kathy Godfrey for $500, Stephen Catherine Gibson, $100, Scott Rocco, $100, Kelly Vines, $50, James and Dana Medlin in honor of their children, $25, Anonymous in memory of his brother, $20, Yvette Bond, $100, Howard and Tracy Hamilton, $100, Bill Romanger in memory of his wife Wanda, who passed in March, $200, Dewey and Melissa Woody, $200. Sherry Cry, the girlfriends, Sherry, Gina, Melissa, and Donna, $100. The Chambers Jean Jar, $100. Kevin and Leslie Hicks, $50. Leslie and Mike Christian, $100. Melissa Brown and Jerry, and $100. And Sandy Graham, $50. Henry Brown, $20, and those last three are in honor of their father, husband, and grandfather, Jim Graham. County Commissioner Tim Mason, Rick and Donna Simpson, $200. Bradley County Clerk's Office, $605. Wanda and David Justice, $75. Jenny and David DeVore, $40. Renee Arnett, $20. Brian and Missy Welch, $300. Keith Romanger, another $100, and he challenges all classmates of 1987. Doug and Cindy Moore, $100. Aaron Weatherford, in the spirit of giving for Olivia, $100. Bender Realty, $500. Kelly and Jesse Beard, $150. Professional Title, $150. Trey Swilling, $100. Dolores Haney from Bender, $100. Kathy Davis, $50. Sharon and Keith Shell in memory of their granddaughter Mallory Rose, $100. Brings our total to $50,875.
All right, we went over that 50,000 mark, but we still got a long way to go, people, because we're helping some 1,500 boys and girls. Robert, over to you.
I just had to read this. I just got this text, and it said, I'll let y'all guess to see who it's from. I'm sitting there texting myself, voice texting. There you go. It says, well, shucks.
Melissa's left and we've fallen apart
We've all
here.
the wheels fell off the bus.
Okay. I'll let y'all guess who this is from. I don't see how in the world you made it through the last hour. You're the real hero. Anybody know?
I think
Aaron Weatherford.
Oh,
Thank
Aaron
you,
Weatherford. Oh.
And I said, amen, brother. It's been deafening.
But it was funny when Donna was saying what she was saying a while ago. I thought, she already bid her goodbye, so
Yes.
That's it. And nope, there we go. We had to get Melissa on one more time. Robert, I know you got some more people from Bender. I'm going to let you take over here for just a second.
Well, you just mentioned, in the spirit of giving and the people that have been beneficiaries of this program, and I kind of thought this is where you were going. I was going, well, I know they're going to show up here in a minute and not even want to say anything. So I'm just going to let Gail Rollins and Sharon Parker, their agents with Bender Realty, but I also tell you they are very tied to this community and do so much, not only through our giving through Bender Realty, but just on their own. They own a hair salon and they give back their local business people, and we just really appreciate them. So I'll let them speak if they want to.
Gail and Sharon, good morning to you, ladies. How are y'all doing? We got to get you stepping up to the mic there. I know Melissa and Donna was there last, but it's okay.
I know we can't hold a candle. I was listening all the time. I'm loud, but I think she got me beat.
So tell us a little bit about the importance of the Empty Stocking Fund, whoever wants to start off there.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I got involved with the program several years ago. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it because it's giving back to the community. I love the shopping. I love wrapping the gifts. And I do it as often as I can. The last year I wasn't able to help as much. This year I've been able to help more, but y'all have had a blowout with help, and there's really not a whole lot for me to do. I mean, like we showed up Monday to wrap, and everything was already wrapped. Bender was going to go wrap, and it was all done. But my main reason
We will have more after December 6th.
Okay, yeah.
She said show back up.
Yes, we will be there. But Gail is my best friend. She's been my best friend for probably 35 years.
Just out of diapers. We want to make sure people know that.
Yes. We were actually still in the womb. We became best friends in the womb. But, and this was not planned, by the way. The shirts, the matching was not
For
planned.
those of you who can't see, they both have their Grinch shirts on today.
They do. I like your Grinch shirt, though. That's something I think I could wear.
Yeah.
Looks comfortable.
It is. It's warm.
I bet it is.
It looks hot. Yeah.
Looks hot.
Hot flashes, menopause. But anyway, she is one of the main reasons I got involved in it because she was a recipient of the program. So.
All right. So Gail, talk to us a little bit about the Empty Stocking Fund, if you don't care.
Well, I'm going to try not to cry like I did last year. But yes, as a child, I do remember. I did go to Reverend Littlefield's church. I was one of those that went to the Little People's Church. You know, I love that church. So it does mean a lot to me. And we don't get back a lot, but more of our time we try to, because that is a lot. And then I was listening earlier, and people talking about being blessed, and I always remember this thing I posted at one time. Being blessed is not about things. It's not about the money or the physical things. It's about, like in the spirit of giving, that we are so blessed. So you can give of your time without having to give up money, and it just means a lot. I feel like I just want to do a little part to give back, because my parents were great, but we were those people,
Sure.
Welfare and food stamps, and and I'm glad now that I can do a little part to give back to that.
It's a thing where I said it earlier. I know you probably, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but I said a lot of times it wasn't the gift that you remembered. It was just knowing that people were surrounding you with love and they cared about you.
Yes, because there was many Christmases that we probably wouldn't have had a Christmas, and I know there's another program that they brought to our house too, but there were several we probably wouldn't have had anything.
Well, tell us what's going on with the salon. You guys mind to touch on that just for a second? Since you're here, you might as well, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Always crazy. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas,
Everybody needs a haircut?
It's like Black Friday for a month. No
Wow.
kidding. It is.
It's like hair explosion.
Yeah, everybody wants their hair done. They've got Christmas parties and gatherings and dinners, and it's crazy.
Tell us the name and where people can maybe try to get an appointment to get in to see you guys.
Don't call me. I'm busy. No, I'm just
Well, that's a great problem to have right there. You're like the old 70s, so don't call us, we'll call you.
But the salon is cutting up. Hair
Right.
salon. We're just right here on Keith Street.
Keith Street.
Sharon's my stylist.
Yeah, that's right. So,
And my
So I was
style.
like 6 years old.
Yeah.
And Gail is my stylist.
Yes,
So Gail's
I take
your
care of
stylist?
Robert's beautiful locks.
yeah,
Yes.
and they're my stylists too. I want to reveal that this morning.
But yeah, our salons have been in business for, well, we actually worked there before we bought it. I've been there 34 and a half years.
Did you start in 89?
Yes.
I started in 88.
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Yeah.
You guys just follow each other around, right? I mean,
Yes, we do everything together.
everything together.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice to
Our
have
husbands
friends like
love
that? I bet they do.
They do. They love
They
it.
probably say, you guys go do something, we're going to watch a little football this afternoon.
Right. But you know, we've had each other longer than we've had our husbands. I know she's had me longer than she's had her husband. I think.
Probably a little
She's
easier to deal
almost
with
as
too,
long as
right?
I've had my husband. Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, we definitely appreciate you guys coming in this morning, Gail, sharing your story with us. You know, that's something that we hope that a lot of people that's been through these programs, we know there's been more than one over the years that helps families, but if those people were recipients of the Empty Stocking Fund or other programs, hopefully they've walked in the path that you have and said, look, I've done good for myself as I've gotten older, and I want to give back now because I know the importance of that. So we appreciate that, and hopefully you've inspired some other folks to give this morning as well.
That's right. And if they can just give, $10, $20,
Absolutely.
every little bit adds up. But we are presenting a check. We have a check for $200.
All right.
Yay. So, from the salon, from us as realtors, and I want to touch on Bender Realty. I mean, this is like the greatest company ever because they are very giving, very involved in the community. And Robert's always coming up with something, hey, let's do this, let's do that, and let's always,
And then he goes home, right? Hey,
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
No, he's always available for us.
Hey, you guys, this is a great idea. Y'all take it. No, I'm just kidding.
But anyway,
That sounds good.
I know Robert, and that never happens. Yeah.
But we want to challenge other salon owners, other realtors,
All right.
and then just people in general. Have a heart.
Yep.
Give to somebody else. It's not about us. It's about giving.
Well, Sharon and Gail, thanks so much for coming in and being a part of our broadcast. Thanks for what you guys are doing at Bender, and of course making people feel good during the holidays. That's important as well, right?
It is.
We appreciate you coming in. All right, Bridget, let's talk about how people can give today. We've got a couple of different ways they can be a part of our broadcast.
Yeah, that's right. So call us or text us, 614-6499. You can call us or text us again, 614-6499. You can donate online at mymix1041.com or even through the Mix 1041 app.
All right, I think we've got a pastor that's going to come in and speak with us here briefly. Is Pastor Steve Allen here? He's the worship pastor at Westmore. And we're going to go ahead and get him in here before we take a break. There he is. There's Pastor Steve Allen.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm great. Which
All right.
mic? 1, 2, 3.
It's kind of like a media
Many.
thing, whichever one you feel more comfortable about.
All right. Let's see. Testing 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2. Pastor
Good
Allen,
morning,
how are you
everybody.
doing this morning?
Hey, I'm doing great. It's
Tell me.
good to see everybody this morning. I'm having a good time listening to you guys on the radio and watching you on Facebook. It's great. Mix 104. You guys are doing a good job. And I was listening and I was thinking about Westmore Church of God, how we've been involved in this every year because you guys are doing an incredible blessing to our community. It's just powerful. It's wonderful for the kids. And I wanted to come by and represent Westmore today. We want to continue to sow some seed into this ministry because it's powerful. So we have a check for you today we want to give. And I've heard a lot of Westmore folks on the line still giving to themselves. So we're glad. We want all of our Westmore members and family and friends out there to give to this wonderful ministry for these kids so they will have something for Christmas. And what's wonderful about it is it's here, it's at home, it's in our community, and it's for our kids and our people, and they will receive a blessing from this powerful empty stocking ministry. So thank you guys. I want to be a part of it.
All right, again, Pastor Steve Allen, worship pastor at Westmore, talking about just the importance of giving and maybe encouraging the congregation to,
That's right.
to step up during this time. But, Pastor, also, since you're here, there's something big coming up Sunday at Westmore.
Man, I tell you what, Christmas, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Awesome.
We'll be singing that Sunday night. This Sunday, December the 3rd, we have a special guest that's going to be with us singing with our choir and our orchestra, and that's Alvin Slaughter. Many of you have heard from him. He sang for many years with the Brooklyn Tab Singers, and then now he's gone professional. But he's known for singing Midnight Cry and Give God the Glory and all kinds of great songs. And so we're flying him in this weekend from up in New York, and he's going to be with us. And we're going to have a great night of worship this Sunday night. We're going to sing some good, fun, old Christmas songs, but then also we're just going to have worship and just singing unto the Lord with Alvin Slaughter. And it's free. It's open to the whole community. We'd love for you to come. We'll have coffee in the Commons, but it's at 6:30 this Sunday night. And then we have special things each and every Sunday at Westmore. And then Christmas Eve, Sunday morning, we're going to have a beautiful candlelight service. We'd love for you to come. If you have nowhere to go, Christmas Eve, Sunday morning, 10 a.m., come and be with us. It'll be a beautiful time of just reflecting on the birth of Jesus. But thank you guys for letting me come by today and share that. We are proud of Cleveland and this ministry and everything that's going on. I miss Steve. I wanted to give him a hard time because I'm a big Seminole fan and we're excited about what's happening there.
Absolutely. I bet you are, Pastor.
And see, Pastor Kelvin's a big Michigan fan, so we're praying that we might meet each other in the playoffs. But we won't be stealing signs, I can tell you that.
Oh, that was great, Pastor. Well, it's great to have you in this morning. Thanks for the donation.
Yes.
From Westmore. We appreciate that, and that Sunday night program is going to be awesome.
It's awesome. It's free to everyone. 6:30 at Westmore Church of God. That's 2440 Legacy Parkway, right off of Caney's Lane.
Can you give us a website to get more details about
WestmoreChurch.com. Just go there, WestmoreChurch.com. You can go on our website, and you'll see all the activities and all the things going on throughout the Christmas year or even next year. We have some wonderful things coming up that we'll even come by and let you know about that. A men's big outdoor event that's coming up where the guys come together and they eat all kinds of different meats, and there's going to be free giveaways and all that's coming up in January. But we'll tell you more about that later. It's going to be big.
Pastor Allen, thanks so much for coming by and visiting with us this morning.
All right. God bless, and you guys have a wonderful day, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We're going to come back over to Christy. Christy has her paper up there again.
I do. I have 2 more donations to announce. My mother, who felt bad for me because I've struggled here getting my friends to call in this morning. Gladys Young would like to give $100 to the Empty Stocking Fund.
Awesome.
And also Bank of Cleveland, $1,000 this morning to the Empty Stocking Fund.
That is awesome. We also want to thank Bank of Cleveland. They was our 8 a.m. sponsor on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. We appreciate that sponsorship. Christy, you mentioned early on when you guys first got here, going back to the history of the Empty Stocking Fund, Christmas Party for the Kids, and how all those have merged together now.
Yes.
Talking about Bobby Taylor. Can you go back and kind of reestablish that since we have a new audience now?
I can. The Empty Stocking Fund started way before my time at Bank of Cleveland. It was in 1975, I believe. Tom Rowland, Reverend Littlefield, Bobby Taylor got together. They saw a need in the community, and they wanted to create Christmas for children, needy families. And one of the things that I wanted to mention, this program grows and grows every year, and Brenda's organization, Christmas Memories, it's kind of merged into this huge, it's the biggest fundraiser program that I know of in Bradley County.
Yes.
It's what it's come to be, and it meets a huge need in the community. But more importantly, when kids pick up these gifts, when you're recipients of these gifts, that's a no judgment zone there. It is a cheerful, happy Christmas experience. Sometimes these families may find themselves in need for one Christmas or 2 Christmases. Many families are maybe just one paycheck away from being in need. And so this organization recognizes that. They vet these families, and these recipients are all people that are very deserving of these gifts, these families.
Yeah. Thanks so much for sharing some of the history there, because Bank of Cleveland is such an important part of the initial, the history, the beginning of this, if you would, and what it has come to today. So it's such an important part. And of course, Bank of Cleveland, just a great community bank in our right here in our own neighborhoods.
Thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. I don't know, Robert and Christy, can y'all hang out a little bit longer, or do we? Is that okay with you guys?
We have nothing to do today.
Nothing to do today. Well, that's great. Well, we're going to take just a quick break. We are at the top of the hour. Once again, it's hard to believe these hours just flying by. So we're going to take just another quick break. I know we have missed a few things. We'll try to get those made up throughout the day here. But we're going to take just a quick break. Then we're going to come back, Bridget, here in about 30 seconds and get another final check of the morning traffic for our people out there driving this morning.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is Mix 1041 WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. Download the free Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com. Have you heard? The Town Squire's ready for UT football. Football attire, sports shirts, t-shirts, socks, and more. Stop in and check out their selection. Volunteer Traditions, Johnny O, Cutter and Buck, Peter Millar, and Turtleson. Larry and his staff at the Town Squire ready to assist you with your UT wardrobe. Since 1977, the shop that appreciates the customer. The Town Squire. Stewart Park Plaza, Key Street, Cleveland, Tennessee.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
It's Black Friday all month long at Don Ledford Chevrolet in Cleveland. They are saying yes to low interest rates and bonus cash. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. Darren Miller, eXp Realty.
All right, Bridget, we're going to stay right here with you. We're going to do traffic and weather together since we haven't done those in a little while. Let's go ahead now and go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Love your sleep with up to $800 savings on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster adjustable sleep sets at this area's best of the best mattress store, Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 61, a low of 45 this evening, and we'll have a few showers developing late tonight and overnight. And then for tomorrow, rainfall throughout the day, a high of 60 and a low of 56. And then on Saturday, rainfall again throughout the day with a high of 65. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 35 degrees.
This Mix 1041 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
All right, just want to get a quick sports note in here since it is an important day for the Chattanooga area as they're going to be having the TSSAA Division II State Championship going on, the Blue Cross Bowl at 11 a.m. today. It's going to be Division IIA, Boyd Buchanan taking on CPA. That will be at Finley Stadium. And then tonight, my goodness, if you like local football, this is going to be the one you want to see. It's going to be the TSSAA Division II State Championship between Baylor and McCallie. That's right, Baylor and McCallie, from what I understand, will meet for the first time in the state championship game. That's going to be at 7 o'clock tonight at Finley Stadium. That is going to be a really big deal there for the Chattanooga area tonight. So looking forward to bringing you some highlights of that tomorrow morning during our first sports report. We're going to take just a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to reset about 10 minutes after 9 is our time, and we're going to stick in here for another 10 or 15 minutes if that's okay with everybody. Get some more comments and maybe get a little bit more money raised before we close out the morning show for day 4. We'll be back with that in just a moment.
At CHI Memorial,
you're watching Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv, served by Taziki's. We'll be right back.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, learn more about our Picky Promise.
This produce looks amazing, and it smells so fresh. Food City is as picky about produce as I am, and that's hard to do. But they make it look easy with their Picky Promise. If it's ever not fresh, they'll replace it.
That's cool. And I thought their helpful certified butchers were the coolest thing about this place.
It's all here.
Nobody does food like Food City.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
They can give throughout the day.
That's right. Call or text 614-6499. Go online, mymix1041.com, or even through the Mix 1041 app.
All right, so there you go. The challenge is out to you. We want you, Brenda, to either pass the hat if you're somebody that is at an office, or maybe you're the one that sends out text messages to a group of people. Pass the hat. Tell them that if you can give $5 or $10, that would be such a tremendous thing to put it all together and make a donation.
Yes, exactly. Even if just a change in your car that you have, gather it up and take it in and pass the hat, and you'd be surprised how much money you'll raise during that time.
Absolutely. Now, some of the things that we heard about earlier is like the chamber does a thing where people put money into a jar to wear jeans to work on Fridays. Maybe you're someone that's done something like that at your plant or your office building or something, and you were trying to think what would be a good place to give this kind of a collection to. Well, the Empty Stocking Fund would be a great start, because you're going to help some 1,500 boys and girls right here in Cleveland and Bradley County with Christmas this year. Christy Goza and Robert Bradney joins us, our co-host this morning. Christy, of course, with Bank of Cleveland. Robert with Bender Realty. We appreciate you guys taking your time out of your schedule to come in this morning, Christy and Robert, to be a part of this broadcast.
I'm glad to be here, and I would like to mention that don't forget that you can donate online, sitting at your desk, sitting at home, on your mobile phone, emptystocking.org. You can go there and key in your donation. You can donate that way. And also, I would encourage everybody to go to the Empty Stocking Fund Facebook page and like that page and follow it. And you'll see volunteer opportunities on there. When Brenda is ready for volunteers and needs things done, she can post that, and people can show up and help. So,
you know, Christy, you mentioned something during our commercial break that I want you to touch on. sometimes people may not be able to give of money.
Right.
But
Yes. Many people may not have the extra funds, especially during this time of year, to give, but you can give of your time. And like Brenda mentioned a few minutes ago, they have trucks to load, they have presents to wrap. There's lots of volunteer opportunities, and it would be a great way to teach your children, to bring your children out and help them give back by action instead of money. Yes.
That's it. And Robert, I know your team there at Bender, you guys are always doing things with the Empty Stocking Fund to help.
We do everything that we can. We appreciate all the folks that volunteer, and kind of what you're talking about, just like we went over there the other day to wrap in there. We didn't want to hear that there was nothing to wrap, but we were very happy to hear that several kids who were out of school prior to Thanksgiving took their time to come over there and get all those gifts wrapped. That same thing. That's what this is all about. Young people getting involved, young people helping, the folks that help during the day of the distributing the gifts. Those people, it's amazing the number of people, the quantity of people that show up to help and get that all done. And it runs so smooth thanks to the organization of Brenda and her group that put this all together. But the volunteering is just as important as the money giving. It really makes a difference.
Brenda, over to you.
And I'd like to give a shout out to Eddie Moreland and Susan and their daughter Carrie and Emily and all their family, because without them this year, they have kind of taken the reins of the wrapping and loading of the truck and all the things that's going on, kind of taking that off my plate.
Wow.
And they have really, really stepped up this year and helped out. So, and even with the shopping, we've done some extra day shopping in there, and they've went and helped and done that. So I want to give a shout out to the Moreland family. And speaking of that, Eddie just sent me a text and said if there's anybody out there about 2:30 today that's got strong legs and strong arms and would like to help us load a truck, we sure could use a couple of volunteers to show up today, maybe about five
What address,
or
Brenda?
six.
What address do they need to come to?
3555 Keith Street, Suite 106. That's our office, Lawson and Associates, and it's in the Creekside Plaza across from Life Care corporate offices.
So that's about 2:30 today.
Around
You need
about
some
2:30
volunteers.
today. If we could have about 5 or 6 and
people that can lift and
yeah,
carry.
people that strong arms, strong legs, yes, that can lift and carry.
Not mouthy.
Yeah. So anyway, if there's any students out there needing some service hours, it'd be a great way for you to get some service hours. Just show up at 3555 Keith Street, Suite 106.
And if you need that additional information, call us here at the station. We'll meet you there. We'll do whatever we got to do to get some volunteers to help Brenda and those people get that done. Now, Brenda, are we still needing volunteers for a December the 6th date? Is that going to be another shopping date?
We will never turn down a volunteer for shopping day, because the more volunteers we have, the quicker we get it done. So, yes, and we'll take any volunteers that want to come and help shop. And we start at 7 a.m.
7 a.m. on December the 6th at the Key Street Walmart.
At Key Street Walmart.
Okay, so Key Street Walmart, another volunteer opportunity there. Key Street Walmart, December the 6th, 7 a.m. Hopefully that will be a final push to fulfill those lists and shop for those final groups of people that they're trying to fulfill and get that done. All right, so there's a couple of opportunities. Christy, great point. Yes. Some people can't afford to do anything, but they've got a little bit of time they can donate. And that's just as important, especially when everything that's going on out there. All right, I'm going to come back around, and we'll start with you, Robert. I know Bender and you guys, like I mentioned, such a big part of our community. One thing we haven't touched on yet that I want to hit, nothing that you ask us to do by no means. Tell us a bit about Bender, the history, and if people are in the need for I know that you guys have rentals and do everything. So tell us about it.
Well, Bender Realty has been around since 1969. So we're well into over 50 years in being in business here in Cleveland and Bradley County. Jim Workman bought the company from Bill Bender in the late 70s, early 80s, and he and his son Brian currently are the owners. And so, like I said, they're committed to this community. They understand, the importance of being committed to this community, that they support us, and we bring people here to live and work and help provide provide them homes or find them homes. And so it's so important to give back to that community. And we are full service, so we have sales division in residential and commercial, and also leasing for property management in residential and commercial. So we've got properties available. We've got agents who are well-trained, they're trustworthy, they're honest, they are experienced, and if they don't know the answer to the question, they know who to ask the questions for. But mainly they're there to help those customers and help those clients find homes. And we appreciate all those people that have supported Bender Realty all these years, and in turn, we want to support our community.
Tell me, how important when you're navigating through buying a home or selling a home is that agent? I mean, some people say, "Oh, I just got to get an agent."
Well,
tell me a bit. Tell me different.
I just can't imagine that people wouldn't want to use an agent to help them through that process, because it is so involved and detailed. I mean, you're making the largest purchase of your life. You're making the largest investment probably in your life, in your home. So you need someone that can be there to help you, guide you, negotiate on your behalf, try to get you what you're looking for and find. And in today's market, that's pretty difficult. And I know there's a lot of questions about interest rates and stuff like that have affected our business. But, you know, we've had interest rates as high as 13, 14%. My wife and I's first home, we were paid over 11%. So that's all relative. It's just part of doing the business, unfortunately. But we're still selling homes. We're busy right now, and we love that. It's been a tough year as far as the market. The housing prices are up, but also we're seeing some of that come down because we're kind of leveled off. Interest rates are coming down. So if you've not checked that, if you've been on holding to wait to see what happens on interest rates, check with your local lender, the folks at Bank of Cleveland. There's also great programs, mortgage programs out there that people can take advantage of. First-time home buyers, 100% financing, all that good stuff. FHA, conventional, USDA, rural development, all those things, all those tools are out there. And your realtor can help guide you through that process and get you with a lender and so forth to help you in that process.
Yeah, relationships are so important through that process. Yeah. So important. Talking about relationships with Christy Goza here with Bank of Cleveland. Robert kind of piggybacked on that and said, you know, local lenders and things like that. Bank of Cleveland, boy, you've made dreams come true for years, haven't you?
Well, and I'll you know, support Robert in what he was saying. The real estate market, you know, that's the largest legal transaction that most people will have in their lifetime. And you need somebody on your side. You need a local realtor, you know, to guide you through that process, because things have changed so much. Robert and I have seen this change so much. Just because you put your house up for sale, that doesn't stop there. There are multiple negotiations that happen during that transaction that people don't really realize if you've not sold a house in quite some time. And you really need a local realtor to help you with that transaction. On the lending side, I think a lot of people are holding back a little bit right now because of the interest rate environment, but there are some great deals to be had when the interest rates are a little bit high. And you always have the option down the road when the rates drop to refi. So possibly what we normally see in these scenarios, when rates do drop, you'll see the price of the houses rise. So you're kind of at a time right now where, especially in the Christmas season, a lot of people they're not thinking about packing up their tree and moving. You can find some really great deals around this time of year. So I would encourage people that have kind of pressed the pause on selling or purchasing to kind of rethink that. And we do have some great programs. THDA has a great program where they'll provide up to $6,000 down payment for you. And there's also some great opportunities out there for first responders that get cuts on their interest rates that a lot of people aren't aware of. So you can call us. We have a home loan center downtown, and we have experts there that can guide you through exactly what would be a great fit for you, a loan that's fit for you. And that's kind of what we specialize in. There's so many programs out there. And thank goodness I don't have to know all of those. But once one of our lenders meet with you for just a 5-minute discussion back and forth, they can tell immediately which program you would fit into perfectly.
And a lot of your lending folks there, boy, they've been doing it for years.
I believe Tammy Self was the first mortgage lender, and I'm not going to tell you how many years ago that is, because Tammy's going to text me and say bad words to me. But she was the first mortgage lender in Bradley County.
Yeah. And if you bought a house in Bradley County, probably you've dealt with her at some point in time.
Yes,
I know I have a couple of times.
Oh yeah, me too.
And every time, whether it was 5 years apart or whatever, Tammy's just the ultimate professional.
Yes.
Always on top of everything.
And she's the ultimate problem solver.
Yes.
If you think that you cannot get a loan, Tammy will tell you, you might not can buy one today, but she can tell you how you can buy one tomorrow or in the very near
Yeah,
future.
exactly.
She's
Yeah.
helped families for years get
Yeah.
into homes.
She's such great people there at Bank of Cleveland. All right, we're going to come back down. I'm going to start back with you, Robert, then we're going to come all the way down and around this time. As we wrap up this morning, Empty Stocking Fund, I'm just going to kind of let you say what's on your heart, maybe encourage people to give. Whatever you feel led to say this morning, Robert, I'm just going to turn it over to you.
All right. Well, like I said, the day is not over. So anybody that didn't have time to call in or text us today, we want you to continue to keep that thought in mind. Like I said, when you think about it, just do it. It's so easy to do. Even just text your pledge here to the radio station. Go online to emptystocking.org. There's links on Mix 104. But there's just so many easy ways. Hey, if you want to and you're out and about, just drop by your donation at our office at 425 25th Street. We'll gladly get it here. That would be awesome. We appreciate that. And same thing, can't thank the group enough for what they do. It's such an amazing, when you see these families, you see these kids, and we've encouraged our daughter to be involved. Just do that. Take the time.
Yes.
Take the time and make a difference.
Yeah, you can't invest no more than you invest in a young person and changing their life. That Robert, thank you so much for those kind words. Christy, over to you. What do you want to leave us with today? Your time spent here. What's the thing you want people to remember?
I want everyone to remember to give. Give of your time, give of your spirit, give of your kindness. And if you have a few extra bucks sitting around, I know we've shouted out some large numbers here today, but $5, $10, whatever you can give will help. And it's all in the spirit of giving, in the spirit of Christmas, and that's what it's about.
All right, I'm going to skip Brenda just for a second, come down to Bridget, then we're coming back to you, Brenda. Bridget, what do you take away from Day 4, Empty Stocking Fund, and this morning in particular?
Yeah, it's been such a great morning. Appreciate Robert and Christy for all their hard work. Also Donna and Melissa as well. We had a lot of fun, but also raised a lot of money this morning. I do want to mention a birthday that we have not been able to get on yet. Jenny Hamilton, also celebrating a birthday today, so happy birthday to her. So I did want to mention that before we leave.
Thanks, Bridget, for everything. And Brenda, over to you. Whatever you want to do, if you want to mention some people or whatever you want to go down the path right
We have
now.
some people we haven't thanked yet, so
Okay.
we need to thank them. Bank of Cleveland, $1,000. Dolores Haney, $100. Terry and Renee Morrow, $250. Cutting Up Hair Salon, $200. Westmore Church of God Church, $500. Gladys Young, $100. April Myers with Bender Realty, $50. And Paul Ezel, who is his son have made a challenge, our Leon, he's answering that challenge, $50. And that brings our total to $53,125. And we just want to thank everyone that's give today. And if you haven't given, just, you've got the rest of the day. We'll be, we'll be here through a week from tomorrow, still doing this. But like Robert said, give while it's on your mind and on your heart.
Yeah, I mean, I've been guilty of that in the past of other things. You're like, I want to do that, and then the next thing you know, it's come and went, and you're like, oh man, you get upset at yourself. It was something you really wanted to participate in. So don't put it off. Just go ahead and do it today. All right. So anything else anybody's got to go? We just want to say thank you again to you guys coming in today, making this a wonderful morning. For those still watching on mixtv.tv, I know we ran a little longer, and we will continue to do that on these 10 days of giving that we do once a year. We hope if you're watching on Mix TV, or maybe you're someone that's been a part of everything that's going on out there, we hope that you will share something on your Facebook page, something on your social media. Maybe if you're that person that sends around emails, pass the hat, whatever you can do to help, we hope that you will consider doing that. Because, throughout this whole broadcast this morning, Robert did this a while ago. I did it in the 7 a.m. hour. Brenda did it in the 7 a.m. hour. We all get choked up a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's because it's so important. We understand the importance of what this means to the boys and girls in this community. And so it's not that we are tender-hearted. It's because we love children, we love the Lord, and we feel this is something that we need to do. So if you feel the way that we do, which we know a lot of you do whatever you can. There's no amount too small, no amount's too big, of course. Your pocket change in your console of your car. We love to hear children give. So if you've got children you want to bring by the station on your way home from school this afternoon, and you got a little Ziploc baggie full of quarters, dimes, and pennies are acceptable. Bring those in. We'll put all that together. And I'm telling you what, there's nothing no better that touches the heart of the Lord than kids giving to kids. So please consider doing that. We thank you in advance for your generosity. Tomorrow we'll turn our attention to our broadcast. We'll be at Garden Plaza with Ken Boland. I believe our directors of schools will join us. Dr. Russell Dyer and Dr. Linda Cash will be a part of our broadcast along with others tomorrow. We hope that you will join us for that broadcast or come by and see us in person at Garden Plaza. All right, for all of us here, for Gideon and Austin doing a tremendous job, and everybody that's been a part of our broadcast this morning, enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to give to the Empty Stocking Fund.
Whirlpool is now hiring for production positions starting at $17.75 per hour.